for what we're going to see in this game, but for what might be in store next season as well. As we'll see the number 17 team in the country, the Utah Utes, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the South Carolina Gamecocks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. Kickoff team out there ready to tee it up in this bowl game. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So South Carolina's offense takes the field to start this game off. Guys, it's been a long season. These two squads have had their fair share of battles, but today, David, they have a chance to end the season with a W.
Man, it's a little bit old school, right? With the bowl system, not as much to play for, but you get to put that uniform on again. And it should mean something. You had the bowl prep. You got to have some fun in a different city, Jesse. Now you get to go out and attack this game.
And it's another opportunity just to finish the season, right? To go out with a win. Both of these teams have taken this bowl game seriously. They've prepared. They feel like they're both ready to go. Winning this game is important to build momentum for next year, and also you want to send the seniors out with a W.
Fires to the middle. He's open on the right. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. And now on second down for this offense. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Turning it on. Under by the defense.
And I know it's not a first down, but I still like the way they ran the football here. Just try to make the next third down manageable. Try to get it where it's not as predictable. I think the offense did a really good job being smart there, taking what the defense gave them.
Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one. From the gun, the running back has it.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Line getting set on second down. Takes the handoff, and he's going right. Crosses the 40. At the 45 on his way. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line. The Gamecocks are rolling down the field. Off play action on first down. He'll take a shot. Touchdown, Gamecocks! They won it all, and that is exactly what they got.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. Your throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
So Utah's offense has the ball for the first time. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power. All those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead. And it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates.
Coming out aggressively. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play. They're dealing with a second and long.
I know that shot down the field was incomplete, but you've got to keep taking shots. Those receivers love to go deep.
Oh, he's got some space. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. And the Utes just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Fakes to grab. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. Set up for second and short after that completion. Wants to go up top. Got his man on the right. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. The Utes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the big fella. He gets it down to the 36 before being knocked out of bounds. Offense gets set for second down. They'll go back to the ground. Got enough for the first down and wants more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. And the Utes pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Off the play fake on first down. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Utes started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. He put it out there for him, and the senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection.
And that's just a huge missed opportunity on offense. QB missed his guy wide open in the end zone. You might not get another clean look like that in the rest of this game.
right back to the air on 2nd and 10. He's got the tight end. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
This tight end is so athletic that at times they'll line him up in different parts of the field. That time he was in the slot. Nice job running the route, finding the open space in the defense for the completion.
Under fire. Man, did he pay for it with that hit as he got rid of the ball. And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. That'll bring him to within 4.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Off to a good start here and back to work now with a 7-3 lead. There he goes. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon, and he's putting this defense on alert early.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. With jet sweep pass. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense. This feels like 4-down territory, 3rd and short from the 40. He'll pitch it. And they did not let him reach the line to gain. It'll bring up a decision here.
And I like what this offense did. They run the option. They're good at it. They read it. They run the pitch. They get some positive yards. But more importantly, they set up a...
Big man has it. It's a 1st down and more. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. And the Gamecocks look to keep this drive humming. To the air on 1st down. Tight end finds a soft spot. And he's brought down, but a flag is also down. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. Line gets set, 1st down. From the shotgun, the inside give. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
7th play of the drive coming up, and a long way to go on 3rd down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And they'll miss the connection here on 3rd down. And they're going to head out to line up for a field goal. And he's going to have to get into this football. This is a 53-yard attempt. Oh, the attempt is no good. After the miss, the lead is still 4. Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Looking to throw on 1st down. He's got the back in the middle. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this 1st period. We've reached the break. It's South Carolina holding the lead, and we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the 2nd. Period, 1st down here. Wants to go up top on 1st down. He's going to fire deep. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge game if he could have held on. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Right on target this time. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. And the Utes come to the line with a new set of downs. Use the play fake, now to throw. It's an incomplete pass.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open. That's why that one fell incomplete.
They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. The Utes back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Looking downfield on first down. Quickly complete. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Defense showing blitz. Will they bail out of it? Wants to fire on second down. Makes the grab on the left.
That's tough for the defense. The tight end's just so big and physical, and it's hard to drag him down. You only needed a few yards to get that first down. Defense will have to do a better job next time.
They've moved it into scoring territory, 1st and 10 from the 11. They'll keep it on the ground. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense.
And the defense was locked in. You could tell they saw it. They reacted right away. Got the running back on the ground immediately.
Ninth play of the drive coming up, but this one will be tough. 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He's moving out of the pocket. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal.
And how about the awareness by this guy on 3rd down, a scramble play. Everything's breaking down, but he never panics and also knows exactly where he needs.
And he'll run into the end zone. Touchdown, Utah! Field shrinks, tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. They took it 64 yards right down the field. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll start the return inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. They're still looking for a little more productivity as they trail 10-7. Trying to make magic on the scramble.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such...
Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
And the defense there goes zone coverage, maybe confused the quarterback a little bit, forced him to hold on to the football, and that allowed the pass rush to get home.
They'll move the wide receiver. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Brings it down on the right side. Finds some room. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
This guy is officially a problem. His 2nd receiving touchdown of the game. Nice job by the offense, dude. If I've got a matchup I like, continue to pick at it until they stop it.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. Back and forth we go on these last couple of drives, David. Everybody moving the ball.
Man, these offenses are in a rhythm. Everything they're doing right now is working. A lot of scoring. This puts a lot more pressure on your offense, Palmer, when you walk on the field.
And at this point, too, David, which defense can break serve, right? Who can get a stop? That's what it feels like is going to be the determining factor in this game.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Unloads to the right. Wide open downfield. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. Wants to throw on first down. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves him with second and short. Handoff to the lone back. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. And the Utes are flying down the field. DB's right up on the receivers. They'll go to the ground. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking for a crease. It's Peace. Down to 2 minutes to play in the half. The referee signal for the 2-minute timeout. They're within field goal range at the 29. Let's see if they can pick up a few or the first down on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Takes a hit as he fires. Trying to drop one in, but it's incomplete.
And that's a play on 3rd down. This offense just has to do a better job protecting their quarterback. Give him a split second more time to complete that throw, but they couldn't do it there.
Dead center perfect. It's now a 1-point game, 14-13. So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. On the move from inside his 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Opening play of this drive comes from the 26-yard line. Here's the handoff. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Looking to throw on first down. Fires one high and deep. And the DB making a huge play, knocking it away downfield.
DB does an outstanding job here on the deep pass. Locating the football, no PI, able to swat it away, pass incomplete.
The give to the right. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Finds a man in the middle. That'll be enough for the first down, and they'll mark it at the 48. The Gamecocks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Fires downfield. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening. Offense has it at the 28 on first down. To the air on first down. Got his man. On the Houdini-like moves, get it to the 22. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
He's got an open man. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown,
trust their QB to execute like they have the whole first half, and he delivers, and they build on this lead and build their momentum going into halftime.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Using his legs, it's Peace. Breaks into the open. Gets it inside the 40, brought down at the 39, and they can't stop the clock. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. Looking to throw on first down. Using the quick game. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Corners are going to bail. Second down, they'll go to the air. He lobs one high down the left side. Incomplete. They took a shot to wrap up the half and came up empty. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Reese, 2 quarters in the books in the ReliaQuest Bowl. A couple of teams who have battled their way here, looking to bring home some hardware for the trophy case. And there's no more fitting place to begin than with this stud receiver and how he's dominated the first half. Some guys have the ability to elude and evade. This young man is a true 3-level threat. Short passes, the intermediate game, and then the deep ball. He is a problem, and I don't think this defense has the solution. With that said, let's send it back to Reese and the guys for the conclusion of the ReliaQuest Bowl.
Utah has it back on the offense coming onto the field. They keep it on the ground to open the third. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29. Solid pickup of 4 on first down and 2nd and 6. He'll pull it on the read. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37.
And I love that decision by this quarterback. No monkeying around, man. Get to the spot, get the first down, lower your shoulder. I don't need a big play. I just want another set of downs. Nice job running the option, knowing with a first down.
Turning it on! The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41. The Utes come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. On the move, it's Peace. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, the offensive line had everybody blocked except the defensive end. He was able to sneak into the backfield and get the tackle for loss.
Back to pass. Quickly to the tight end. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Hold.
We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Let's see what they've got on second down. Looking to fire. Finds the tight end. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle.
Now, you see tight end matchups all over the field all the time. Now, it used to just be in the red zone. Now, you just find the big fella, you put him in the slot, try to give him the ball as much as possible because you know he can make big plays.
Lofts one high and deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. And the Utes will line up to punt it away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. He makes a fair catch, couple of steps inside his own 25 at the 23-yard line. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. They were able to do whatever they wanted the last time they had it. They put together some runs, they completed some passes, and they put a touchdown on the board. Snagged out of the air. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. Let's see if they can put the defense on its heels on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, the inside give.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Pressure coming. Working that left side now. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. And the Gamecocks come to the line trying to find a way to convert on 3rd and very short. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. The give to the back. Past the sticks, and he may get more. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. The Gamecocks come to the line with a new set of downs. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Wants to go up top. Caught in the backfield, it's Williams. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football, and a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
He'll keep it himself. Finds a crease at the 20. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 11.
And if I'm this defense, man, number 1, 2, and 3 is stopping this quarterback, and he's done it by air and now by land. Like running the option, having success. We got to get dialed in. He is the playmaker on this offense. I got to go stop him.
They get him stopped, but those feet kept moving until he was down to the 5.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again.
And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Gamecocks! That drive was what every father wants his daughter's romances to be like. Slow, take your time, drain the clock, no hurry at all.
Sometimes love is a slow burn, and that's what we just saw on that last drive. I am so impressed with the execution, and I love their ability to run the football. These players, they're coached up. They're coming out here, and they are executing exactly how their coaches prepared them to do in this game.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Looking for a big gain. Makes the grab right down the middle. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41. Wants to go up top on first down. They're working that left side. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the first down. The Utes come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. To the air on 2nd down. Spits it out to the back. It's complete to the right. Inside the 20-yard line. Pushed out at the 18, and they're in business. They've moved it to the 19. 1st and 10. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. Got it in the middle. It's Peace. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. Tries to slither forward on the sneak. Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on third down. And this kicker is turning into old reliable. He's already knocked through a couple today. Right down the boulevard. It's good. Are forced to settle for 3. After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Under fire. He'll pull it down and run. And a nice pickup on the run and gets down to avoid contact.
And it's just so fun to be a play caller when you've got a QB that can do that. It's a pass play. Nope, he pulls it down, chews up yardage, gets a first down. And both of these quarterbacks, man, they have this ability to make big plays.
That's the end of the quarter, and South Carolina has the lead. And we've reached the end of the third, and time is running out if they're going to cut into this deficit. Let's take a look at our game stats before we move on. One quarter to go, and Mike, we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. Final stance of the game, and we'll start with the first down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. They'll keep it on the ground. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line. Wide receiver going in motion. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. Oh, he's got some space. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. And the Gamecocks, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Gamecocks. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
Utah, 16.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week. Got the first down and still on his feet. Moves it out to the 34-yard line. A nice 15-yard gain on that one. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Lining up from the 34 on first down. To the ground. He's got it again. Still on his feet at the 45. Just when they thought they had the big play, the penalty wipes it out. Here comes the offense on first down. Looking for room. It's Clinton. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. And the Utes have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Back to pass. Just a short pass to the tight end. Strong, firm tackle.
And this defense has really done a good job containing this superstar quarterback. But now it's the big-time moment. In the fourth quarter, you know the ball's going to be in his hands. Got to get to him. Got to ruffle his feathers, hit him a few times.
He's got it on The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41. The Utes are on the move. Looking downfield on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
And it's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense sitting back. They're playing nickel. They're playing dime. So you need some receivers to step up, make some yards after the catch, some contested plays. This offense has got to do something, and they got to do it quick.
And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on second down to help them on the next one.
Yeah, I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations.
Intercepted deep in his own end.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. Got stuffed on first down and 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Got his man on the right. He'll get it out to the 25. Not bothered at all being backed up, and they've got a first down. They showed great trust in their quarterback right there, and why not? He's had an outstanding game.
Outstanding game, has taken care of the football. Now late in the game, you got the lead. That first down now tells me now it's time to start running the football, run the clock, get out of here with the dub.
They stop him just a length or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. Caught, close to the marker, it's start. To the 43-yard line and a first down for this offense.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there. A similar situation with a league like this. They'd definitely be running the ball at this point. They'd probably take their starting quarterback out of the game potentially, but not this year. They're still staying aggressive. They're still taking shots. They're just trying to light up the scoreboard.
The Gamecocks now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. There he goes. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. And the Gamecocks have it with a 1st and 10. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. Makes the tackle at the 23-yard line. Give him 10 yards and enough for the first down. The Gamecocks didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. The give is to Williams. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. His drive was clicking along, but now it's 2nd and 14. Leaves it with the back. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19. And the Gamecocks have taken it inside the 20. They'll try to pop the draw.